The UK economy's been buffeted by storms, but there's evidence this week that things aren't so bad and that a recovery is gaining traction. While looking ahead, the climate may be a bit brighter than it was. With today's figures on new car sales showing a sharp increase, this Birmingham business, which makes components for the vehicle industry, is happy with the way things are going. Export orders are up, and so are sales to British car makers.
There's definitely a recovery. The orders that we've won over the last 3 years are more than £32 million worth of business. So for us, it's a very busy and exciting time.
For house prices, the Halifax reported the biggest annual increase for nearly 3 years. Between April and June, they were up 3.7% on a year earlier. The average UK price is now nearly £168,000, though there are big regional variations.
That looks like a lovely big room. Whose room is that?
Carrie and Mark have every reason to celebrate. 18 months ago, they tried to sell their Bristol home, but there were no offers. But when the house went back on the market recently, it was a different story.
This time it was valued at £10,000 more, and the first people that viewed it offered us full asking price.
What was your reaction to that?
Complete shock and overjoyed.
The construction industry has had a tough time in the last year or so, partly thanks to public sector cutbacks, and that's one reason why economic growth overall has been held back. But now in some parts of the sector, there are signs of a turnaround. The developer at this site west of London has sold 30 flats before they're even finished, and the boss says prospects for both residential and commercial property are looking stronger.
I still think the sector is, it's finding it very tough. I think this is the expression, the headwinds continue, but we can see signs of light at the end of the tunnel.
But while there may be foundations for recovery, the Bank of England doesn't want us to get carried away, so there was a strong hint interest rates wouldn't rise for some while.
This is a very vulnerable stage of the economic recovery, and the last thing the Bank of England wants is to see higher market rates squeezing out those precious signs of recovery. So the market now should see lower rates for longer, and that should help boost confidence.
The message from the Bank of England is that the economy is heading in the right direction, but there's still some way to go before anything like a normal recovery has taken hold. Hugh Pym, BBC News.